Without a national policy to wear masks when in public, it's been left to states and local governments to set the laws. This has led to much disagreement of whose right it is to create a law and whose right it is to prevent a law. It has specifically created trouble in Illinois and Georgia, leading to legal action. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker filed a lawsuit that will ensure if children return to school in the fall, that face coverings must be worn. The state attorney general filed the suit in Sangamon County Circuit Court late Thursday. As a father, I would not send my children to a school where face coverings are not required because the science is clear. Face coverings are critical to prevent the spread of coronavirus, the governor said in a statement. A public school district and 2 private academies have informed the Illinois State Board of Education that Pritzker does not have authority in an emergency to require face masks in schools. They indicated they would be developing their own safety rules, which sounds like they won't include face masks. It was time to get ahead of the issue, said Pritzker's chief legal counsel, Ann Spillane. Students need to prepare, parents need to know what's coming, administrators need guidelines. Confusion on these things leads to risk, she explained. We're sending a signal that this issue is not up for debate. The governor doesn't have an option. An attorney that represents the district and the 2 academies wrote letters to the state board explaining that the Illinois Supreme Court ruled in a 1922 case that government cannot make rules which merely have a tendency to prevent the spread of infectious diseases, particularly if arbitrary and unreasonable. Thomas DeVore of Greenville shared that Pritzker has said there's no enforcement for violators of the guidelines, which DeVore believes makes the rules actually recommendations. After previously shutting down schools in March, Pritzker released guidelines for schools, if they should reopen, from kindergarten through college. Still, there are concerns from teachers' unions about keeping everything safe. Earlier, DeVore represented Republican Representative Darren Bailey of Xenia, who sued, arguing that Pritzker's ability under state law to set emergency rules ended after 30 days of his initial order. Pritzker isn't the only governor wrapped up in legal trouble. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp urged Georgians on Thursday to wear masks but refuses to not make it a mandate. However, one day earlier, he issued an executive order that bars cities from setting their own mask mandates. LaGrange Mayor Jim Thornton says he's disappointed in this move by Kemp. I realize Governor Kemp has a very difficult job. Georgia is a big and diverse state, he said. So I realize one size doesn't fit all. But I wish that Governor Kemp would set some minimum statewide standards but then allow our individual cities to make individual decisions that they need to do for themselves. I think at this point, the medical science is very clear, and the medical science supports masks, said Thornton. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms set a rule for the city to require face masks in public places anyway. This prompted Kemp to file a lawsuit against her and the Atlanta City Council on Thursday. The lawsuit states that Kemp alone leads the state of Georgia in its fight against the worldwide novel coronavirus/COVID-19 pandemic and also says he has the power to suspend municipal orders that are contradictory to any state law or to his executive orders. As the mayor of the city of Atlanta, Mayor Bottoms does not have the legal authority to modify, change, or ignore Governor Kemp's executive orders, stipulates the document. 3,104 Georgians have died, and I and my family are amongst the 106K who have tested positive for COVID-19, tweeted Bottoms in response. Meanwhile, I have been sued by @GovKemp for a mask mandate. A better use of taxpayer money would be to expand testing and contact tracing. Bottoms defended her executive order on Thursday at a news conference. Along with requiring face coverings, the order also prohibits groups of more than 10 people from gathering in public spaces. She disputed Kemp's complaint that her mandate is unenforceable, defiantly saying, "Our policies are enforceable, and they stand." Savannah Mayor Van Johnson was equally upset by the governor's executive order. "It is officially official. Governor Kemp does not give a damn about us," tweeted Johnson. "Every man and woman for himself/herself. Ignore the science and survive the best you can."